And look, you can see us.
Can we?
Yeah. Brennan, you're in Soulkey's head, man.
I'm over here. I'm
Hi,
like,
guys.
hey guys, salmon.
We're like in his head.
I'm like, oh, guys, we're all casting
I'm like
Soulkey's
reaching
head.
into his brain. Like, give me your Zerg knowledge.
Yeah, let me just like soak it out.
But I'm not surprised at this choice at all, guys. I'm not surprised at all. He has to come out. He has to do something.
Yeah.
We're getting a close up here, by the way.
Yeah, very close. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me and Soulkey's head.
All right.
It's the JINAIR mascot plane.
Bro, that plane looks like a dolphin's nose, man. It's like a it's like a cyborg dolphin, man.
Which part of the plane is true, guys? Is he the fin? Is he like we got the
He's
wing?
the third plane.
He's
The third one.
the third plane.
I'm
Oh
like,
my
no, I
God.
don't know, Brandon. That doesn't make any sense.
He's like the engine at the moment. He's like flying the thing.
Yeah, man. He really is, actually.
Making them airborne.
Actually, I think he's actually just the pilot. He's flying them today, man.
He is. He's
That
driving this
actually
plane.
like makes sense, yeah.
He's driving this plane.
He's driving this plane, man. All he has to do is beat one more Zerg. He's done it once already against Sue. Can he defeat Soulkey? Let's find out right now.
Up here in the top left in the red for SK Telecom, the Zerg player, their last hope. It's Soulkey.
And to the bottom left in blue for JINAIR Green Wings, it's True. Been doing very, very well for his team so far. Needs one more win to close it out. And the Sunsuit, the players are awesome, it says.
Yeah. Awesome and cool. Now, the Overlord for Soulkey is actually going in the right direction, whereas the one for True is going in the wrong direction.
Himneseo.
Yeah. Gather your strength.
Gather your strength.
Like, don't get down, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's like the best way to directly translate is gather your strength. Yeah, I never really thought about it that way.
So we are going to have the scouting advantage for Soulkey, which is a great advantage to have, especially on this map, considering it's 4-player, and he's scouting the natural straight away, so he's going to know what kind of build it's going to be from the beginning. Is it going to be 9-pool? Is it going to be hatch first? Is it going to be 15-pool? He can tell that all exactly from the natural. So he's going to have a great advantage early on.
Yeah. Sign was just talking about Soulkey, or the original one was, and then the second one talking about round 2 being the best. And we'll see how this one plays out. Looks like it's going to be hatch first for both. Macro City here on Frost.
Yeah.
Pretty common for the map.
Yeah, of course. Very safe kind of map, very big map for rushes. And also, the scouting advantage for Soulkey is also going to see that it is a hatch first, which means his Overlord can float into the main safely and see any sort of gas timings and pool timings, which is very important in this matchup, especially on this map, which can be very hard to scout. So he's going to scout the gas first straight away, and he's going to know exactly what he's up against, exactly the Zergling timing of what he's up against. Yeah. And we're seeing also a gas from Soulkey, so it's going to be pretty much a mirror match. Just that True is not going to know exactly that for a while.
At least he knows where Soulkey is at this point, so he will be sending that Overlord over there, but like you mentioned, not going to know exactly what's going on. And now Soulkey's going to fly into the main base, see the gas, see everything he wants.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this one plays out. My feeling is that True is going to hit a timing Speedling Roach attack early on, try to kill Soulkey that way. Soulkey's Zerg versus Zerg is solid. You know, honestly, right now, though, I feel like True's might be better. But you have to respect Soulkey, I think, as a player. You can never underestimate him. There's not as many ZVZs of Soulkey to study right now as there are of True's. But I don't think Soulkey actually is coming out in this game right now as a true sniper. He's coming out because he's the last man left.
Yeah, I agree completely. He has to be out. He has to do his work. He's the best player that's left, and yeah, they're using him. They're like, okay, you got to kill this team. It's up to you, buddy. Like, there's no one else that can do it.
Big gas bank here, by the way, for Soulkey. Not getting speed.
This is actually very interesting. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what he's got planned.
You think he might actually just drop a lair?
We could see a Roach Warren at this
or
point.
Or a Roach Warren and like a bunch of like roaches, like a Roach Rush?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got so much gas. What is he going to use it for? We don't know yet. Like, he's going to have to defend against these Zerglings too. It would be a travesty if he like actually forgot to like get speed or anything like that. That'd be
no way.
He's going up so high, like that can't be a mistake.
This is very interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's got planned.
We never see anything like this. I mean, I suppose he could also get like super fast upgrades or something. I'm really theory crafting right now.
He's going beyond upgrade gas too. Like you need 250 for 1-1.
Yeah.
So he's not getting that. He's still banking. I think it's going to be a Roach Warren at some point. It has to be.
Well,
that's like too much. That's like almost. We're getting to the point where it's almost too much for like a Roach push.
He's like, well, he's like slowly droning up, so he's going to have full saturation on both bases, plus this gas bank from one gas from the beginning, and he's pretending it's gasless. Yeah, he's been pretending it's gasless for so long now. Oh, but this could change everything.
Oh my God, he doesn't even try to run into the main.
Oh, I think that was
a drone, but doesn't
big
get in the main.
Big mistake. He didn't go for the scout there. This is going to be huge Roach timing
with speed.
With speed, so it's going to be
speed.
Yeah, it's going to be a tier 1 sort of like Roach sling all in, like we saw True do a lot in the past.
This is actually what I expected to see from True, not from Soulkey. Let's talk about True's build a little bit at home too. He starts his own Roach Warren. He has a third base. That's not going to do him any favors against this. Adding a ton of drones right now and getting additional gases, but yeah, his Zergling speed hasn't really paid off for him just yet, because he didn't get that scout, and that really hurts.
Yeah, well, you get map control, and you kind of like, you're in a confident position, like, okay, he went gasless and I went gas, so I'm going to be very greedy. I'm going to get that third base down. I'm going to have a great economy and go into a very strong mid-game with Roaches. But that was not how it played out at all. Soulkey did a perfect mind game, stopped everything. Those Zerglings didn't take the opportunity to go up the ramp and scout, which would have pretty much ended the game for Soulkey.
Yeah.
And he's going to be this huge timing.
Ooh. He doesn't see it. The Overlord's out of position. They're actually just going to go around. Okay. But it's going to be a little bit later. He's making his own roaches back at home, but still Soulkey's got the advantage. He's got a lot more roaches and a lot more lings on the way.
A lot of lings on the way. Saved so much larva. You know, he's got 8 extra larva for that, so that's 16 ling advantage here is going to make a big difference. Don't forget, yeah, defender's advantage here can be helpful, but no wall. You think he's just going to crash into the natural? I think that's what the best choice is here. Come in, surrounds the queen, the one with the most energy as well. It is transfused, but she won't be able to transfuse her ally, who's now dead. And now these roaches over here swimming in as well. Lings biting the roaches, and here come the rest of those speedlings.
Speedlings coming in way too much. The roaches in the back totally covered as well. So many more lings as well. He's trying to hold on, but it just looks like it's too much. The queens are helping, of course, but they finally go down.
This looks like
done it.
It could be the end. The Roach Warren also is exposed here, but eventually pick that off. He's going to be dealing with these drones maybe for a moment. Does decide not to pull them off, but there's just so many roaches here. The lings at the front to buffer, and the reinforcements are coming here.
Reinforcements are here. He tries to surround. He gets a decent one with some lings, but it doesn't look like it's enough. And more lings swarm in from Soulkey as well, and the roaches are still alive.
Soulkey's done what he needed to do here in his very first game, eliminating True here. That's been the bane of SKT this game. GG. SKT fans going crazy.
Beautiful timing, beautiful deception, giving True a taste of his own medicine. I love it. Yeah. Really nice all in.
Crowd chanting his name. Getting high fives, bringing his team back into it. But it's not over yet. Shouldn't celebrate too soon, SKT fans. Needs another win to tie us up.
Yep, one more win to tie and 2 more to take the win, which is what they're banking on and what our predictions are banking on as well. Are we going to be wrong? Again, it's possible.
Could be wrong. Whoa. I feel like now is the time for Rogue and then SOS last. The maps are Outboxer and Habitation Station. Oh, that's really tough.
It's tough. It's tough for Protoss. I mean, you can put Protoss on Outboxer. It's not terrible. We saw Terminator play yesterday, and he did quite horribly, but I think it was more his fault than the map.
Well, actually, I feel like also, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I hate to admit it.
I mean, honestly, yeah, pretty much.
It's a great map for SkyToss. It's great to get the islands early. There's nothing Zerg can really do about it. You can't go air against SkyToss, really. unless they go pure Void Ray and they like do a meter switch. But anyway, we're gonna have to wait and see exactly who it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It could be SOS.
I think we could definitely see SOS on this map with that air toss that you're talking about. Definitely very strong. And but you know, that would leave the final match up to someone who isn't your ace player. And
but actually, you know what? I think I actually feel like because of the way the maps work out, I'd rather see SOS here. It's weird because it's like, well, it puts your last player out, you know, like that. But if you think about it, I mean, they still only have to beat Soulkey once. If they can just do it on this map, the last map won't matter.
It's true.